I can do it since I wrote the summary like all of 2 days ago. So, um, still riding in the rain. The party keeps talking with the ambassador, him giving them even more information about his homeland, the island of Naram. Uh, he mentions things about lightning storms and walking over sharp glass barefoot as part of his training to become not I don't know what it is in this one.
He did not name it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to put a name on it or carry anything over. Um
He's not the Black Raksha. He's not.
Yeah. I didn't say it, you said it. But as this, the sun sets and Illyria, the blue moon, rises full. For the first time, the party gets to see Aster's horns glowing. And while it's very intriguing, it is also a bit of a beacon on the road. So unfortunately, she has to cover them with soggy socks, which hilarious image. But as they get to the end of their travel for the day, they come upon some what are apparently merchants camping on either side of the road, and there's some pleasantries exchanged. They learn the leader's name is Amrik, and his party, they lost their horse and cart. Got dragged off by a monster. He invites them to join them for dinner. They talk. Sev he feels like everything is a little forced, a little fake. And Clay is giving the sleaziness back to the sleaziness. But eventually they retire to their tents, and Sev voices those concerns. And Kakatra also says, we're going to be attacked. Aster steps into her tent, uses a spell. We don't know what it is, but it's detect thoughts, right? And she reads everyone's thoughts, and everyone's preparing to fight. So, okay, confirmed. Long story short, there's a very big fight. It goes mostly okay, but Sev gets knocked out at one point, and Kikatro freaking napalms everybody. Kills pretty much everybody. And that is super not chill to Clay, but also Aster, who did not want any of this to happen. So eventually the fight gets wrapped up. Sev gets brought back to life, and everyone kind of slinks off to bed, a little gloomy, a little overwhelmed by what just happened.
Very good. Very good. We are going to start not in the morning. Clay. Go to something a little different on my soundtrack here. What do you think about as you drift off to sleep? The slight smell of burnt flesh in the air.
He's definitely just replaying the moment when all of the bandits in front of him just go from people to ash. You just keep seeing the moment when they're there, and then it's just like they're burnt husks. Mm-hmm. And I would say that I wouldn't say sleep comes. I would say exhaustion overtakes him more so than sleep coming, because he's got trauma from someone trying to firebolt him in the face, and this was that on like a nuclear scale. So, yeah, not doing great, I would say.
The exhaustion eventually takes you, and it's not a restful night. Imagine every now and then you wake up smelling it, you kind of roll over. Sleep takes you again. Aster, how do you fall asleep with these stimuli in the air?
Uh, Not easily. I think she's really focused on, because she didn't see as much of the burnt bodies, but she saw all the entrails that poured out of that guy that Clay killed right in front of them. Uh, and I don't, she's seen Clay decapitate Weston, but that was the only time she's seen him like be violent. So this is another like reminder of like what Clay is, and that's also upsetting. So I think she's thinking about that, and Sev sort of being rendered inert from the fight. That's also spooky. Just that whole little bit.
And that keeps you up for a little bit. Mind racing around these different images. But eventually exhaustion does take you to the cold and dreariness of the full day's ride on the road. And finally feeling slightly dry in your tent. There's that comfort that pushes you into sleep. Sev, during your powered down state, you see the ambassador is not in too different of a state than you. I see he's sitting almost opposite of you. You see his eyes are closed and he seems to be in some sort of meditation. And after what feels like what could be minutes or hours, you see him stir and stand. He goes over to all of the bodies, specifically the ones burned. Charred husks now. He kind of kicks them and they fall apart a little bit to ash. And he goes over to Mortlock's body, still slumped on the ground. The mud squishes underneath his feet as soaked with blood, rain. It's muddy now. He picks up the giant maul, though he doesn't wield it effectively. You see him he strains and he throws it over his shoulder. And he carries it back over to these bodies, his feet squishing the 40 or so feet. You see him lift it high and he slams into the first body with it. And as he does, the body just kind of collapses into itself, like charred wood falling apart. He lifts it back up. Hits another body. Hits another one. Another one. Takes time to methodically smash everybody to bits. You see he stands now in front of them. You hear some sort of incantation from him, and then a large wind gust. He carries the ashes away. The road is cleared of these bodies now. Except Mortlock's. No, Mortlock's body's a little too heavy for him. He goes over to one of the fireplaces, and one of the campfires, now soggy and unburning. And you see he does another slight incantation, and there's magic around this campfire that kind of radiates with this reddish, bluish, swirling energy. You can see something happening. The intricacies of it from your distance is impossible to make out in the darkness of the early morning. And then he snaps his fingers. Fire lights back up. He sits in front of it and waits. Eventually, Sev, you feel your rest and your recovery end. The sun is beginning to rise over the horizon. casting the long shadows of early morning. Go ahead and roll me a D100, Tyler.
Okay. Uh, 62.
62. The temperature has warmed slightly. The wind has subsided for the most part, but the rain now is coming down even heavier than it was the day before. Heavy, large droplets. You hear the as these water droplets hit the fire, but they don't seem to be putting it out or even stifling it in the least. Clay, Aster, you are both awoken by this heavy rainfall slamming against your tents.
Yeah, I mean, Esther will get up and poke her head outside the tent.
It's raining heavy. You hear these droplets hitting Sev, and it's like rain hitting a tin roof.
What's happening with the fire? I'm sorry, I missed some of that.
The droplets are hitting the fire, but they're not putting it out. It's a magic fire. Water can't put it out.
And where is that?
That's over at the camping spot that you guys sat around last night with Amric, and
Okay.
you have to step over if you. Mortlock's body is still in
I was
front of
just
you.
gonna say that body's right here, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's a big body. It's a big boy.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll go towards the fire. Or seven.
Yeah. Where are you at, Sev?
I guess once I notice like the tent stirring a little bit and Aster comes out, I'll officially kind of come out of my rest, and then I'll follow. I'll go over to where the fire is.
Well, good morning, you two.
Morning.
Hi.
The fire is warm, which is a weird juxtaposition against the cool rain that continues to hit you.
I'll also come out and stumble over to the fire, probably kick Mortlock in the side as I walk by or something.
Gotcha. What did you ask, Claire?
I said to Kakatro, I assume you did this.
Started the fire? Yes.
It's magical though, right?
Yes. It is magical. Normal fires would not stay lit.
Yes, I know how fire works.
And you can see no rain is hitting him.
This motherfucker.
As I'm walking over the rain, I imagine there's just like soot on me, and I'm just like wiping it off with the rain.
It's like cleaning your clothes a little bit, and they're like soaked through almost immediately.
Yeah.
What you just wearing browns?
That's what I got.
What
The blue outfit's in a backpack somewhere.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to ruin it on a good.
No.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I want to grab a cup of coffee really quick. One more cup. I need one more cup.
Sleepy.
I'm sleepy. I need one more cup. I'm usually on like my third cup by now in my day.
Oh man,
guys! I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I start drinking at 6. I have 3 cups.
You should be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, Josh. Awake for hours.
See, I want to get it now so that I can drink it over the next hour and I can stop at like 10. So I'm sorry. Let me grab that really
I'm just giving you trouble. Go get your
I do not have breakfast. I'm afraid I did not occur to me until now to maybe go through their tents and see if they had any food we could procure. I got rid of some of the bodies that I created last night. It seemed to upset you, Mr. Brick.
I don't know where you got the idea that you can just call me whatever the fuck you want. My name is Clay. All right.
Very good. I apologize. Seem to have slipped my mind.
I don't like what we did here last night.
I can't help but think we should have acted sooner than we did. Maybe.
Yes, I would have preferred not to get a bludgeon in the chest before we killed them.
No, I mean, we should not have killed them at all. We should have minded our fucking business and not approached them. I don't know why we did that.
And
should have just kept going.
Sure, but if they were intent on killing us, then I'm not entirely sure we could have just continued to ride.
We could have tried to leave sooner once we realized what they wanted to do. We could have tried to intimidate them or persuade them. We didn't try anything. We just went straight to killing all of them. And this is not the first time we have done that. I didn't like when we killed Weston either. I feel bad about what we did to the elf assassin. I didn't want us to kill that man on the ship. We always go straight to killing people, and this is not okay.
I'm sorry, I am afraid I was not involved in this.
You weren't there. Shut up. Steph, I am worried that we are failing you. Because we are not making clear that there are other ways to live in the world than to just swing a hammer at things.
I'm starting to see that, but yeah, we should have just kept going. But in this situation, at the very least, we did wait to be attacked ourselves, even though we kind of knew it was going to happen.
Look, Aster, there's... I get where you're coming from, but there are situations where people are too dense to just talk to. On the ship, we tried to use words, and they didn't work in that case. Maybe we could have tried harder, but...
I take responsibility for that.
There's
here.
Also here, too. I mean, you say, why didn't we ride past? If I had to guess, they would have just attacked us right then and there if we didn't stop.
I am just saying that not every petty criminal who threatens us deserves to die a horrible death for it. If we have the power to obliterate them all, then we have the power to find some way around massacring them. And you, I turned to the Drow Ambassador. This isn't what this trip is going to be. I never want us to do this again, or I will turn around and go back to Ebonmere, and I will take the fucking horse and cart with me because I am the only one who can fucking drive it. How would you feel if we came to your island and just started killing people?
Well, that is the The message is understood.
Good. Clay?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Okay. We have rations. If you want to search the tents for something, do whatever you want.
Sit
I'm
down.
taking a big tent. I'm putting that in the wagon.
You taking one down? It
Mhm.
takes 2 people at least to take one of these down. Imagine like in high school where you're setting up the band tent or you're setting up the cross country tent. Like it takes more than one person.
All right, 7 I can.
Mhm.
Do you guys want to search these tents? There's also Amric and Mortlock's bodies that are laying there. As you guys are sitting around this fire before you even get up, I suppose we can be a little comfortable before we travel. And the ambassador just kind of throws his hand out. And first thing that happens is this bubble that's around him that's stopping the water kind of grows to encapsulate you and the fire, creating a little tent of sorts where you can see the water hitting whatever this is and then just kind of sliding off, much like it was with his skin. But then he waves his other hand, and suddenly, Aster, Clay, you guys feel it a lot. Sev, you semi feel it, but there's this heating sensation on your body. It's not uncomfortable. It's actually very soothing, and the water that's on you just kind of like steams away, and you're fully dry.
How are you doing this?
I believe the answer is called magic.
Yes, obviously. But it's a very impressive spell.
Oh, are we friendly again? I thought you were very upset with me.
I am
Yeah.
upset with you, but I can still be impressed by your magic.
Yes, it is.
Could have done this yesterday, we rode in the rain all fucking day.
Well, you were. Seemed like you were in more of a mood that I could mess with you. This morning does not seem like the time.
You're learning very quickly.
Hmm.
Thank you for this.
I will need help. He kind of looks over to Clay, Sev. We should not leave their bodies in the middle of the road.
Mhm.
We should probably take all of their stuff down, burn it, or throw it somewhere else. I've gotten rid of the other bodies.
Yeah. Whenever I can help move Mortlock,
I think the big boy will take a few
a couple
of
of
us.
us.
So you said you're looking in these tents first, Clay?
Yeah, I mean, we're here. Might as well look through this shit.
Gotcha. In the tents, you find a few items just kind of out. A poisoner's kit, a map case,
Ooh.
2 bottles of brittle stock blueberry wine, block and tackle, 2 vials of some sort of liquid, a set of manacles, hunter's trap, crowbar, 12 sets of regular clothes, common clothes, and 2 sets of fine clothes. One very big, very large set.
Okay. I grabbed some of that. I didn't grab all of it.
What did you grab specifically?
Map case. I don't know what block and tackle is, so I'm leaving that.
It's like fishing gear.
Oh, yeah, don't need that. The 2 vials of liquid. The crowbar. and then both sets of fine clothes.
All right, so you're leaving the manacles, the hunting trap, and the poisoner's kit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're taking both sets of fine clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever we go to move the bodies, Seb will just see what they have on them.
All right, so who are we moving first, Amric or Mortlock?
We start with Amric. It's a little
Smaller.
bigger.
So his head is detached from his body. Gotcha
Yeah.
did cut his head off. But just kind of giving him a quick pat down, maybe.
Mhm.
Or how are you looking for stuff? So so he's wearing an overcoat, it's kind of a road duster, but it looks nicer than that. Kind of leathery. Overall pretty fine. He's also wearing a really nice vest and just kind of a road travel shirt underneath that. He's got some more leather pants on. Again, kind of dressed for the rain, and then like really nice leather boots.
Well, I really want his clothes. Maybe.
You want his clothes?
I said I don't really want his clothes.
Oh, you don't really want his clothes. They
There's
are
something
bloodstained and really dirty.
Yeah, something feels inherently wrong about taking the clothes off the dead body that's headless. So I won't do that. Seb's learning. So, we'll just like check his pockets and stuff. See what else he's carrying on
Just
him.
his pants pockets?
Whatever pockets and things that are readily available. I mean, I don't.
You got like vest pockets too.
Right.
So he has 2 vest pockets. Roll me an investigation check when you're searching.
Okay. 4.
4?
Don't have good investigation.
He has 2 kind of vest pockets on the outside. You find one has 2 silver pieces in it, and the other has a gold coin with a regal dwarf minted into it. This does not look like the denomination of Therona.
Regal dwarf. Would I recognize that?
You don't.
Dwarven in it all? No.
You do not.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever's
You
readily
feel like, just giving him a pat down to try to find these pockets, you feel like there are other items, though you don't see readily available pockets for them.
just rip it open and see.
He's ripping his vest open.
Yeah.
Okay. Ripping it open. 6. Okay. Because there are a few different items and you're just ripping open some pockets, I'm going to have you roll me a d6 to see which pockets you open.
Okay. 5.
5. You rip a pocket open and you pull out the item, and it seems to be a rabbit's foot.
Anybody?
What is that?
Came out of one of Amric's pockets. It's a small furry item.
It is a rabbit's foot. They are considered lucky, Sev, but they're not lucky for the rabbit.
What is a rabbit?
It's a small prey animal.
Is this a charm? Do people use this for their magic, or?
It's a talisman. I don't think it's magical.
I don't sense anything magical from it, no.
All right. How about that? All right, well.
So where did you find that? Was it just in his pocket?
Yeah, he's got all sorts of stuff on him. There's no sense in letting it go to waste.
You can see the vest is like ripped in a certain spot where he like pulled this out.
All right. Do you need help with that? It looks like you're kind of just ripping it up.
I don't know how pockets and buttons and these things. I'm not.
Here, let me help you. Let me help you, and I'll help him.
Great. We're teaching Sev how to loot a body. These are really the
Look,
skills I wanted to impart.
He might have something that we could use. I mean, he can't use it
He
anymore.
may have, there may be information as to why he was sitting here on the road. We thought about the motivation at all.
Yeah, that too.
It seems like they were ready for somebody. The fuck?
Oh, hey, buddy.
I don't know what this music is.
Sev's meds.
Oh, I had a question about how to run. Like how to run a specific like monster that I was reading about earlier, and for some reason an ad on the page started to play. Yeah, so he's it did seem pretty premeditated. Perhaps this is what the young fellow was warning us about. Though I had expected more resistance if they were going to try to kill me on the road.
I don't think this is who Ian was warning us about. These seem to just be bandits on the lookout for anyone to rob. I don't think they were targeting us. Or you, rather, Ambassador.
Fair enough. I'm unfamiliar with the customs of your land, so perhaps just bandits on the road.
Well, I'm
This
not
is not
an
something we
expert
have in the realm, of course.
Well, of course. I'm not an expert in organized crime. I guess we'll find out.
Roll me an investigation check, Clay.
Also not that great at these.
You can roll this one with advantage because you've kind of seen now that there seem to be some hidden pockets.
Oh, hell yeah. I rolled a nat 20 and a natural 1.
Oh, shit, dude. All right. So you're able to, where Sev ripped, you're able to see like, okay, there are hidden pockets clearly in this vest. And you kind of unbutton it and you can see there's multiple hidden pockets. There's actually 15 kind of sewn into the sides. And the way that they're sewn in makes it to where it doesn't look lumpy. Sev only felt them because he was like actually patting down. So kind of getting into these pockets a little bit, you find one, a fine glass chess piece.
Okay.
You find a slip of paper on it's like on like hard like parchment, like dense kind of cardstock paper rather. And you see it is stamped with a very fine seal that has an SR in the middle of it. And kind of flipping it over, it says, a receipt of deposit at the Sanctum Repository, ID 67892.
We should take that.
You also find a set of thieves' tools. And, Mr. Clay, you find a metal box that kind of looks like a little box of matches.
Okay. The fuck?
You also find on him a folded up note covered in blood. This one is near the top of his vest, where his heart would be.
If you have one.
Where the hole near the hole that you stabbed him in.
Mm.
In fact, you can see a small slit in the paper. It seems you just grazed it with your own knife.
I'll flip that open, see what it says. If it's not ruined by the blood.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you what this says.
Good time to roll that 20, huh, guys? Jeez. This might be a stretch. I recognize the handwriting.
You do not. Sorry. I did not send you the entire thing. Apologies. I only sent you part of it. I'm going to delete this. There you go.
I'll just hand the paper to Aster. Like, well, this is something. And I'll just Josh, I guess you can just drop it in the
Yeah, I'll drop the whole thing now.
main
Okay, Lucy. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, come on.
I guess you can go in handouts, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
So, for the recording, the target will be coming down the road on the 5th of Amberleaf. I leave the method to you. Once complete, use the matches I gave you to burn the bodies. Once death is confirmed, payment will be provided to your benefactor, signed GL.
So they were targeting the ambassador.
I am a pretty high value target, I suppose.
Is that GL?
I can't think of anyone with those initials. I mean, I don't know why I would.
I don't know many people other than you. Is it the 5th of, was it the 5th of Amberleaf yesterday?
It was. I forgot it's a new day.
Weird note about the matches. I mean, there are lots of ways to burn the body.
You need a lot of matches, I guess.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Here is an extra box of matches to do just in case you run out.
Interesting. I suppose could have been anyone, no? Not necessarily me. Given the fact that it does not name me as the target.
Yeah, that is a little confusing. But we didn't see anybody else on the road yesterday, so.
No.
No, I did not. Did the big man have anything else on him?
Let's all go. Let's all go over to him because he's rather large.
Josh, did I get everything off of Amric?
Everything you could find.
Okay.
So just to recap, he has a vest with 15 hidden pockets. Inside these pockets, you found a fine glass chess piece, a gold coin with a regal dwarf minted on it, 2 silver pieces, a receipt of deposit at the Sanctum Repository, ID 67892, a rabbit's foot, thieves' tools, and a metal box of matches. Love for you to tell me what you keep and what you don't.
The number was 67852.
67892.
92.
I will post whatever you guys keep in the tracking items.
Okay.
We keep everything from Amric.
Everything. Okay.
I'll try to search Mortlock, but was he wearing like he wasn't wearing
just,
like a lot,
just shirt and pants. Yeah, he didn't have a lot. In fact, he's really easy. Like inside, you pull out what looks to be a stopwatch. Kind of clicking it open, you can see it's broken. The glass is cracked, and the arms are not moving. You find 3 gold pieces on him. He has a folded, crumpled piece of paper, and as you open it, the rain has definitely gotten to it a little bit. It seems to be hand drawn. from what you can tell looking at it, it's an indecipherable treasure map. And he has an old iron key.
Is this so? This stopwatch is like it's kind of broken and not functioning, but it's like old looking, like very old, or is it?
Doesn't look necessarily old. I mean, it's weathered for sure. It's not well taken care of.
Seb like holds it up and just looks at it and then tries to listen, and he loves this little.
What is it?
It's a stopwatch.
Oh.
I guess not a stopwatch, but a like a pocket watch. Yeah, that's what I meant.
But it's on like a little chain or whatever.
Yeah, it's on a little metal chain.
He loves this little thing. He's like,
new accessory for Seb.
Yeah. Yeah. He feels like his hands are just like too big to really manipulate it, but he's fascinated by it.
Just so you're aware, mending will not fix this. It's too intricate. It will require an actual somebody who fixes watches. You can fix like the apparatus of it to look nice again, but the actual gears and such.
Right. Okay. Ooh, this I don't know if either of you or this may be even up. This may be even more interesting to Aster. This large man had a map.
A map? A map of what?
I can't really tell. And is it like labeled? I mean, it just looks like it looks like it's going towards something. Like it's a map.
You can definitely tell it's a landmass. There's an X on it. There's a pathway, but it is so soggy in the rain that like you just can't tell anything else about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we can hold on to it, but don't know how usable it is.
Mm-hmm. So I'll keep all those little things from Mortlock.
Right, we should move his body.
Yes, we should move both of them.
Right, on 3, we can heave him up off the road.
Yep.
Right, 1, 2, 3. He's heavy. This guy is real heavy, and it's 300 pounds of dead weight, so you know that it's rough. You do drag him off the road maybe 15, 20 feet, and there are some small kind of ditches. You can just kind of drop him in there. I think you both can manage the other one.
I meant to ask, what is, because I don't, if we got a description, I'm sorry, I forgot. What is the Drow ambassador's like physique? What does he look like?
Oh, I thought you got a.
He's in the NPC thing.
Oh.
It's up a ways though. It's before.
You're right. He lives up there.
Royal family.
So he's a pretty skinny guy, and he's just kind of wearing some simple robes, mainly maroons. Though this morning he's wearing purple.
Forgot we did get a picture of him.
Mm-hmm. He has a small little circlet, got some braided hair, but he is a very small guy.
Small,
maybe like 5'10", and very skinny. He probably weighs about 160 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can take her the other one.
I'll just look at the ambassador and then look at the head. I think you can handle that.
Oh, you want me to take care of this one?
I mean, I was gonna help with it, but Seb doesn't want to do it.
No, I can move the body. It's just like feel weird picking up this head. Like
He just grabs it by like Amric's hair and pulls it up, and he just unceremoniously just throws it. You see it lands heavy and with a slosh as it slams into the mud a few dozen feet away.
All right, that's done.
Were we trying to take the tents or just take them down?
Just one of them.
I suppose we can leave one of them up. I do not know the customs of the guard routes here. However, given that we saw nobody on the road yesterday, I would think that we will likely be long gone before anybody comes around here. So.
Mm-hmm.
You guys grab one of the big tents, set it in the back of your wagon,
Mhm.
and you've noticed that this bubble of like anti-rain moves with the ambassador. He is the focal point of it. He does not help you load up the tent.
Yeah.
Are we ready to go?
Yes.
Good. And Ms. Astor, as you said, since you're the only one who can drive the cart, feel free to get us going.
Oh, feel free. Thank you
can-
so much for your dispensation to get started. I really needed that.
If you don't mind, I would love to practice in case Aster ever wants to rest or.
I do not
appreciate
care.
that, Sev. Come on. I will sit up there with Sev and I will give him the reins and kind of try to show him what little I picked up yesterday.
You guys
So it
do
goes
get the
like
horse and
this,
cart
right?
going. Yeah, I don't want to beat it to death. It's fine. These horses are very well trained, so you're not having any real issue leading them. Oh, excuse me. And you guys get moving. The bubble of anti-rain now keeping you dry on this day of travel.
Do either of you recognize the symbol on this coin? I'll show them the old dwarf coin.
Aster, I'll say you recognize this as you've dealt with some foreign, not investors, but buyers, rather, specifically of the dwarven variety, are from Decivar. It's a Decivarian coin. It's of the same value as a Therosian gold coin. However, the Therosian gold is minted with the visage of King Dandrian. Not King Dandrian. Fuck, I fucked up that name. I apologize. That's not a reveal. That's not a slip. King Dandrick. Sorry about that.
And I'm sorry, what did you say the country was?
Decivar.
Decivar, and that is the dwarf country?
Essentially, the dwarves live in the mountains of Decivar.
How do you spell that?
Desvar.
And
Sorry.
Where is Decivar in relation to Throna?
There are maps available.
Son of a gun.
Just give me everything, Josh.
Oh, it's west. It's on the west side of
to the west of you, and the dwarves are in like the mountain range, and they live in things called cairns underneath the ground.
Okay.
Some are above the ground. They're like half sunken, or like half in, half out.
Yeah. Sev, it is a coin from Decivar. They're a country to the west of here. It's worth the same amount as a Theronian gold coin.
Okay.
Minted in a different place.
But it does look distinctly different though from my old coins. from free.
It do.
I will put it away.
Josh, while we're riding, I want to compare the matchboxes. And I'm not hiding it, so kind of just doing it. And if anyone is interested, they're free to ask about it. But I'm just gonna see if there's like if the tops are different, if they look identical.
They look identical.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay.
The ambassador is like not paying attention to you guys. His eyes are closed. He's not sleeping, but he seems to be in like a meditative state. Sorry, you were talking, Seb.
I'm just trying to think back to when we first met them. If they had, I don't think they had shown a keen interest like in any particular one of us. They or noticed anybody first.
Not that I recall.
I don't think this is related to the elven woman that we had met.
These people don't seem associated with elves in any way.
Mm-hmm.
Which means there is more to come.
Right. And what are you laughing at over there?
I don't know. I'm just trying to puzzle this over. I legitimately don't know what's going on, and it's kind of annoying me because I have nothing in my notes. I'm like, who the fuck is this GL person?
Secrets set up.
I went through my notes. I was like, I got no fucking names.
Guys. I know we're like 20 sessions into this game. I know, but in regards to the full story, we're still at the beginning, guys. Stuff is still getting set up. I'm sorry. It's gonna be a long game. It's gonna be really long.
Son of a gun.
Like, GL.
Yeah, I got fucking nothing.
Gleon. I don't know. Leonisha.
Leonisha.
How full is the box, the one that I picked up?
It's got about 6 matches in it, and the one you have only has about 10. I say about 10. The one you have has 10. The one you just picked up has 6.
You know, Aster, I was thinking that there are definitely times when I've been fighting that I could choose to stop the fight sooner, or maybe not stop it in a lethal manner. But I still struggle with what you and Clay both saw on the first day that we met.
I know, Sev. I know it is hard for you to fight what you were made to do. And that's why I want us to help you, not enable that. But you are right. There are ways to fight without lethal violence. And also, you are very scary. I think we could do a lot with threatening to kill people instead of actually killing them, you know?
I'll try to work on that.
We will help you. Maybe I could learn some tricks too. Eon seems to be pretty adept at scaring away people who might pick a fight with him and Trolloc.
That's true. There's he's creepy enough on his own, given that he can just talk right into your brain consciousness.
Yes, that is a useful trick.
It's an unsettling trick.
Maybe I will see if I can figure that one out.
If I could get one of you, I think Aster, you rolled yesterday, so maybe let's have Seb roll today to see if there will be a random encounter.
Okay. Just the D20 or what is that?
D20. It will be a D20. If you roll lower than a 10, there will be an encounter.
Okay. Gosh. 14.
14. All right, so no encounter today. You guys do know that it took about 2.5 days to reach Damerol, or to reach Ebonmere from Damerol. It'll take about that same amount of time. You can push through today and get into Damerol very late, or you can camp and get into there midday tomorrow after only a half day's travel. Totally up to you on what you want to do.
Does everyone want to sleep on the road again tonight, or would you rather be very exhausted and get to an inn later?
I'd rather ride through.
I don't really care. It's going to suck either way, sleeping on the road or getting in very late.
An inn sounds very nice, personally. So
you guys do, as you ride throughout this day, you do actually see some people traveling. So you do pass one cart. This one is covered. There is a cloaked man kind of pulling. It's a small cart. Got one horse on it. You can't see what's inside it. He does not stop to you, though he does kind of nod and just keeps moving forward. As the night begins to settle in, and you guys, if you're pushing through, right?
Mm-hmm.
As the night begins to settle and you're pushing through, you do pass a few tents that are on the side of the road. There's some campfires. They're not necessarily right on the side. They're off the road a little bit. Definitely meant to not interact with any late night travelers. And nobody hearkens to you. Nobody beckons you. In fact, nobody acknowledges you when you pass by, unless you pass about 2 of these tents at different times. I wouldn't say it's not long. It's quite a bit of extra travel under the moonlight, under the heavy rain that hasn't stopped except for a few points throughout the day. Though you remain dry and warm as the ambassadors reign. Lucy, how did you get in here? As the ambassador's rain shield keeps you all dry.
Want me to come get her?
Yeah, that'd be
she's
great.
a blink cat.
Is there any conversations you guys want to continue to have with the ambassador throughout this day? Any other conversations in general? The ambassador is staying in his meditative state, unless you want to talk to him. He's not actively seeking engagement.
I do want to talk to these two at some point throughout the ride.
Yeah, easily done.
After, I looked at the boxes, I'm going to combine the matches into the one. And then I will...
You're combining them.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's a bad idea. Do I know if they will go different places?
You have no idea.
Never mind. I'll keep them separate then. I was wondering about that. Yeah, that sounds like a fucking disaster. Never mind.
I may have just given something away. I apologize.
Well, I had thought about it before, and then I forgot about it when I was like, I would just put them together because I want to show them the box. But
Like, I gotta figure out percentages rolls here.
Yeah,
Body's
no,
just popping up all over the
I'll,
place.
I'll keep them separate.
Okay.
But as we're riding, I will pull the box out, and I will hand the one that we got today to Aster if she's not driving or has her hand full, whatever.
Yeah, I think Seb's driving. So Aster will
Okay.
take it. Are these
Um,
matches in the note?
sorry, what was that?
Are these the matches you got from the guy that were in the note?
These are the ones that I found today. We, God damn it, we
Oh my god.
we use these too.
Oh. So they're special?
When you strike the match and throw it on a body, it takes it to a place.
What place?
Well, I don't know where those ones take a body, but there's a predetermined location where it will go.
I see. So it is not really about burning the body, it is about sending it somewhere.
It's a way to show that you accomplished something.
Yes, I can see how that would work. And do you think these go somewhere different than yours?
I have no idea. I really don't, but probably. Because the person wanted
Lucy.
when the body appeared where it was expected to appear in the note, they said they would get their benefactor would get payment. So
Well, maybe I can ask my book about it.
maybe you can.
Aster will do that. She'll pull out the Sev's driving, so she'll pull out her book and cast Identify on them on the box of matches.
Okay. You cast Identify on the box of matches. They are matches of teleportation.
Whoa!
I learn anything else?
Specifically, you learn that anything burned with the matches is teleported to a specific location. That location is essentially enchanted into the matches. However, you cannot identify where that location is.
Okay. That's what I was hoping for.
Sick.
Okay. Well, my book confirmed everything you said. It cannot tell me where these matches go, apparently, which is too bad.
That'd be a little too convenient, wouldn't it?
It's like it would really break the game or something.
Yeah.
Just the right amount of convenient. Lucy, come on.
Does it transport anything that's burned, like inanimate or otherwise? I guess you'd probably never.
We should test it. We should try to burn just some random things.
We could fill the place up.
I'm sorry. I should have been more specific in my reading. Any person burned with the matches.
Lucy.
Okay.
Lucy.
She needs to eat your hair. She needs to eat it.
That's unbelievable.
She's like in my hair. Jesus Christ.
Any person, Josh, is that what you just said?
Any person. Like
Okay.
it has to be a person.
Does it specify dead person?
No.
Interesting.
Specifically a person.
Mm.
All right, who wants to burn alive for science? You know, my book says they do not have to be, or my book does not say that they have to be dead. Could be an interesting way to get rid of an enemy.
Depending on how long it takes to
Yes, I guess
burn them, maybe.
It's pretty quick.
Jesus.
But that's an interesting idea, but it might be better to not let whoever this GL is know that we have them.
I suppose you're right.
Or is there, I guess we don't know who the true target officially is. I didn't know, maybe the ambassador had a way to send a fake.
A fake what?
Body.
Well, he sent a simulacrum on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying we should get the ambassador to make another simulacrum and send him with the matches?
Maybe. I don't know if that's how it works, but unless...
I mean, it's an interesting idea. What do you think, Ambassador? I know you're listening.
He does not stir.
Sleeping.
He's ignoring us.
He seems to be in a meditative state.
Uh-huh, sure.
That it's a possibility if that means that they will send others to keep trying.
Perhaps, but they don't really know where we are.
No.
Maybe this is just, I don't know. I feel like we should keep this close to the chest instead of just sending a freaking clone doppelganger thing into wherever this leads and revealing the fact that, well, I don't know what it'd exactly be revealing, but I don't know.
Yeah. We're not entirely sure who the target is anyways.
Yes, if the target was not the ambassador and we sent a fake ambassador, that would be very confusing. Well, thank you for sharing that, Clay. I guess we will hold on to these and see.
Just do my part.
Just keep driving.
Any other conversations you want to have?
That's what I needed to say.
Once you near Damaril, maybe about an hour left, after a day of inactivity, the ambassador's eyes open. Clay sitting in the back with him. You see they're glowing faintly of red and blue, kind of swirling, creating kind of a purplish effect. Ah. What did I miss? Are we there yet?
Just a boring day's travel. What do you do when you're zoned out like that?
It is something I believe all elves can do. We traverse a different plane of existence, but only spiritually.
Different plane of existence.
Yes.
And what, you go there and you meditate?
Well, I go there and I train.
Uh-huh.
Strong in body equals strong in mind as well.
You have done a lot of training. You really need to be doing more right now.
Well, it is train. Or sit here in silence and listen to the rain pitter-patter on the world around me. So,
Well, we are here and we are very entertaining, but fine, do whatever you want.
you seemed fairly quiet. I assumed if you wanted to talk to me, you would stir me. You can just give me a shake, it will pull me out.
I like this default. I think you do your little training thing, and if we need to say anything, we'll shake you around.
That works for me.
I think we're approaching Damarel.
Oh, good. And what is this city like? I've heard the tower is quite formidable. You guys cannot see the tower in the darkness of the night as you approach the city, though you can see the lights from it kind of rising up into the sky. It is still very cloudy, and so you don't see, at a certain point they seem to disappear. The moonlight is completely obscured again by the clouds. You do see the lights, some lights of Damarel, as it's about 11:30 midnight as you start to kind of crest up to the city proper.
Yes, if it was light out, we could see the tower. It is quite large. That is where all the mages are supposed to go and train. And many of them stay there.
Interesting. So, I believe both Mr. Sev, Miss Esther, I believe you have trained there then yourselves?
Yes, I definitely have. And I have the documentation to prove it.
Well, I'm not going to ask you for licensure, but good to know, I suppose.
I came out of the ground a few weeks ago, and I have the ability to use certain magics.
I see.
Sev is special. Warforged are not really held to the same standards as other mages because they are made of magic.
Interesting.
And Aster can use her magic to bring me back in a sense in a fight if I go down like I did. Or I suppose anyone could, I'm not sure. But she's done it so far.
Do we need
Yes, I
to
think it could be any magic. I'm not doing anything special.
do we need to knock you out and have me pump some magic into you?
No, I don't think that will be necessary.
Apologize. It was not a clearly in the name of experimentation only, not of malice, you understand, Mr. Sev. Of curiosity mostly.
Clay does magic too, but I guess paladins are exempt from the rules.
Did you train at the tower too, Mr. Clay?
No, I didn't train at the tower.
I think he would absolutely hate that.
Ah. Well, what I can say to that does not seem appealing to me. You guys crest up to Damarel. This is not a walled city by any means. It's not even a city, but a larger town. You can make your way to the
Nick Snare.
Very good. I was pulling up my notes on Damarel. Yeah, the Nick Snare Inn and Tavern. Entering in, or you can stable up your horses and walk over to the tavern pretty easily, though it will cost you 5 silver pieces.
I got it.
Got it. We're good. I'm gonna pee really quick, and then we'll pick back up there. Sorry for the interruptions this morning, guys. Coffee, and now I'm gonna pee. Quick. Sorry. Yeah, damn. You make your way to the Nick's Nair Inn and Tavern. You remember this is a large building with a hollow center that kind of staircases up. It's similar to the architecture of the castle itself, where the rooms kind of offset from a large center room, where the tables kind of are in the bottom floor. There's a fireplace right in the middle. The smoke plumes kind of reach all the way up the 3 stories of the building, with the rooms proper kind of circumventing each floor of the room. The staircases along the inside create small little balcony platforms that circle around the exterior of the building. Walking in, there's a gnome walking around giving some drinks out to patrons who are still here, though this place is not very lively at this hour of night. Hello. Need a room for the night?
Do you have 3 rooms available?
Yeah. We have 3 rooms available. Gonna be a gold piece each.
Pretty steep, isn't it? I could be wrong.
It says I wrote quality inn written down next to Nick's Nair, so it might actually be a gold.
Wait, like quality in or the quality in?
No, like it's a quality place.
Okay.
Yeah, it's highbrow. You guys didn't have to pay for shit last time though, so you might not remember prices.
That's right. Ian would have paid
True.
for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, a room is fine.
Good.
I'll just I'll hand over the 3 gold that I got earlier.
Perfect. So here we go. Oh, never mind. Those are maintenance costs. Apologies. Continue. You guys, she points out 3 rooms that you can head into. She does not give you keys, as they do not lock from the... They're not unlockable from the outside. Or lockable from the outside, that is. You want drinks? Can I get you a drink before you need a bath? What can I do for you?
A bath would be nice.
I think we got a small little bathhouse. She kind of points over to the right-hand side of the center floor, and you can see that there's a stone door. Those the rooms. You kind of go down that hallway. There are separate rooms. The baths are heated and are constantly cleaned. So feel free to just pick a room, take a quick bath. There are robes you can wear back up to your rooms then.
Perfect. Thank you.
My pleasure.
That sounds great.
Who's taking a bath?
Aster is. But before that, as we are all sort of heading to our rooms, I want to watch Seven and Clay go into theirs, and then I want to go to the ambassador's room real quick.
Okay.
Just knock on the door.
Miss Estor, hello.
Hi. Look, you are a very smart man, so I'm sure I do not need to tell you this, but I just wanted to warn you. Be very careful of Clay. Do not trust him. I mean, not that you seem to trust any of us because you're not an idiot, but he does not like mages.
Understood. I was one of his types. Right. So the warning is appreciated, Miss Astor. Though
Very
I may
good.
say, you also do not seem to be my biggest fan at the moment. So, to be honest, I'm kind of
I
keeping
would
an eye out
prefer
on
you
everybody.
didn't, barbecue half a dozen people. She says that very quietly. But it is still Let's just say I like you more than I like Clay.
Oh. Fair enough.
Okay. Have a good night, Ambassador.
You as well.
Yeah, I'll leave him. And I'll go take a bath.
Who else is taking a bath?
I'm not taking a bath.
No, you don't need to take a bath. As you guys go into this hallway with the bathhouses, you see each door. There's 6 different doors. Each one has like a coin slot on the door, about the size of a silver piece.
Yeah, I'll pay a silver for a bath.
You put the coin in the slot and kind of push it down on the door. Opens up, and you hear the coin kind of slide down and to an apparatus like inside the door.
Neat.
Yeah, I'll also pay for the bath.
Entering in, they're standing tubs. The water does seem to be pumping in from one pipe and pumping out from another, so the water is constantly being recycled. It's constantly warm, too. There are multiple towels. You see different scents and fragrances and soaps kind of interspersed that are usable. Some bottles are half empty, some are fully full, some are almost empty. There's also a couple ropes that you can also use inside here.
I just use whatever. I use what Clay probably used this fucking 5-in-1 fucking degenerate.
He definitely does.
Oh, I hate him. I hate him so much.
Listen, we've all been there, man.
Body wash, conditioner, toothpaste, deodorant, all
Dark times.
Yep. Take a little bath.
You guys bathe up. Smell great. And it's nice to have warm water on you after the kind of cool rain you've had the last 2 days.
I would have asked Clay before he went in there if he could bring me like a towel on his way back out.
Yeah, I mean, I'll snag a towel and go fuck.
Yeah. While they're doing
Clay is in and out pretty quick. He's kind of just like there, gets clean, uses his fucking stupid ass 5-in-1, and then leaves. Like he probably doesn't realize this is something he should like probably take advantage of and like relax. And he's just like, all right, now I'm clean.
Yeah. I got clean. I got it out. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, Aster's in there for a minute.
But I bring Seb a towel.
You come out. What'd you think? Like as you're kind of walking into the bathhouse, the innkeeper, the gnome, is kind of setting some empty glass bottles on the bar.
It was good. Hot water was a lot better than the rain. So
That's true.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We've had a very long day of travel, so I will be retiring to my room.
Sure. May Silas give you some rest tonight.
Yep. I'll go to my room. I have no idea what that means.
You would know that Silas is an ascended one. Specifically, he's the gearkeeper, the master muse, and the crafter, known for creating.
Hell yeah. Okay.
I've realized I haven't had a lot of people like mention the different like deities or worships, and so I'm gonna try to filter that in more. Because it is actually a big part of the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna file that away for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna go back to the room, give Seb his towel.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I like wet one side of, or I just like start taking the towel and like I've already undressed and just kind of hung up my clothes, my wet. I don't know if they're still wet or if they've been dry all day because of the spell.
They've been dry all day. When he
Okay.
used the magic on you in the morning, they dried out.
Okay. Okay. So I'll take the towel over any of the parts that kind of were covered by the clothing and just wipe the gunk and the fluid, anything off of me, the dirt, anything that's there. Just like wiping myself down.
Okay.
Stepping on the towel, dragging my feet over it. It's gonna look disgusting.
Yeah, it like turns like gray and brown.
So do you need help? It looks like there's a spot like on your back or something.
Yeah, my shoulders. I can't
really. Here, give me the towel.
Thank you.
And I'll get the spots you can't reach.
Very good.
While I'm helping him get cleaned up, I'm gonna talk to him. So Aster's against this whole killing thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's been sheltered, not like you and I, you know. I think she doesn't understand that sometimes there's not another option.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn that maybe we need to make more options for ourselves. But I agree that there are definitely situations where I don't think it's either you or them.
Right. I mean, if I had my way, I wouldn't get in a fight with every person we see. I'm just, like you said, sometimes it's inevitable. I'd rather talk my way out of most altercations if I could.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't. In the end, I mean, she can. If she's mad, that's better than her or you being dead.
So, right. Or you.
Well, I don't really know. I don't really think about death. It's kind of just nothingness, and every time that I'm brought back.
Well, we shouldn't push it, you know. We should all just do our best to not get killed.
I agree.
Well, I said it. I've said it before. You have good instincts. You knew something wasn't right last night, and clearly wasn't. So
I just wish we had acted on it sooner, or maybe in a different way. But I think even at the end, I get so focused on the fighting that feels like I'm in the heat of battle rather than, making informed decisions.
Sure. I mean, well, I guess you wouldn't. The adrenaline starts pumping, and then I understand what you mean. You're in it.
Aster wants me to try to be more intimidating without physically harming.
The threat of violence instead of just violence.
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell you, you can be fucking terrifying. So I feel like that's going to work pretty well.
I'll try to go with that in the future.
Yeah. I mean, she does have a point. It's probably shouldn't be leaving a fucking swath of bodies behind us everywhere we go. So
Yeah. It seems like a lot of the things that I remember from the past, that's what we had done as well.
I guess we can just see how it goes. Just be the threat of violence instead of outright violence. All right, man. I'm dead on my feet.
Yeah, you go rest. Should I guess I'll hang out. I guess I'll stay in here. I wouldn't need to watch over the ambassador tonight, you think?
If he gets himself in trouble, that's his problem.
He seems plenty capable.
More than capable. And with that, Clay is gonna go pass the fuck out.
Aster, I'm assuming you're taking a longer bath.
Not like crazy long though, because she is really tired, but definitely longer than Clay.
Yeah, and it's very relaxing, and you start to get sleepy in the bath itself. The relaxing aromas and fragrances. And you're kind of drying yourself off and heading out. The innkeeper also stops. What'd you think?
Oh, it's great.
I love to hit it. It's quite the investment we made to get those put in, but always enjoy when people enjoy it.
Yes, I'm quite impressed by the little mechanism with the coin on the door.
Yes, guided by Cilios, of course.
Oh. Well, it is late. Have a good night.
You as well. Good night. Sleep tight. You see, at this point, nobody's really in the bars. About 12:30.
Going to sleep.
Going to sleep. You can all find your long rest.
Yay.
Thank goodness.
Man, imagine if you'd gotten into another fight today. That would have been rough.
Sucked.
Oh, that'd have been bad. Very, very bad.
This will likely be your last long rest for a while, unless you take a full day on the road, though.
Might have to.
Yeah.
You're in Damaril. You're going over to Rotterdam. We know that is about a 3 days ride.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like after Rotterdam is when you're going to get... It's going to be a while. Because from Rotterdam to East Cliff is like 5 more days of travel. Anyway.
Yeah.
You guys waking in the morning. Roll a perception check. Well, I guess Sev, you're gonna be the first one to like stir because your
Okay.
actually ends.
13.
Yeah. The sunlight kind of streams in. You can see. Oh, I guess I don't necessarily know if there's sunlight. Clay, roll me a D100. Let's see what the weather's like today. The weather table. This is gonna happen every day.
God.
Weather.
8 and then 10.
18.
81. 18. Ugh. Sounds like rain.
18. Light precipitation, cooler than normal temperatures with a light breeze on the air.
Seattle. That's exactly Seattle.
Funny.
But
when you wake up, Clay Snev is just kind of tinkering with his little pocket watch thing. Not opening it up, but he's using mending to at least clean like the surface of it, or like, improve.
Yeah, the glass screen would be fixed too. All the full apparatus is, oh my god, excuse me, fixed up. When you cast mending, it's just like the gears themselves need to be fixed up, yeah, to make it functional.
I wake up to him messing with his pocket watch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, that was so needed. You got that thing working, Sev?
I don't think I'm adept at these tiny objects. But I think maybe we'll find somebody in the future that can help me.
The gnome barkeep meant something about the gear keeper or maker, something maybe you can ask him.
Gear keeper.
So, what's his face? Josh? Not Sylvanus.
Stillhouse.
Oh, the god that you're talking about.
Yeah,
the
sorry.
ascended one, rather.
Yes.
Stillhouse. Cilaos. Stillhouse.
Okay.
Stillhouse.
The gnome barkeep mentioned Stillhouse last night. I don't know. He seemed like he wanted someone to talk to about, but I did not have the capacity last night. So maybe he's down there. You can show him your pocket watch.
That's a good idea.
Oh, let's go get some breakfast. I'm hungry. I'll pack up and
head out.
Yeah, we'll head down.
Go down, to get some breakfast.
Aster, you're waking up around the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she'll get her stuff together, go downstairs.
I'll go to before I go down, I'll go to the ambassador's room and just knock.
There's no answer.
I'll see if I can open the door.
Yeah, you open it because they don't lock from the outside. The room is completely empty.
Okay. I'm assuming nothing crazy happens. I'm just going to go downstairs and see if he's there.
He is. Yeah, he's sitting at a table.
Okay.
He woke up hours ago.
Right.
Well, good morning. I have ordered myself some breakfast, but I'm sure they will bring you out some if you order it.
Oh, good morning, Ambassador. You ever stayed in an inn like this before? I am guessing they do not have them where you're from.
No, we do not have many travelers. Nor do we have many taverns. One. Big one. But that's separate.
Yes, you said you had no roads, so I assumed.
Yes, you see there is only one city on the island of Ram, and so that's no need for roads.
And does everyone live in that city, or do people sort of scatter around?
Everyone congregates together. There are a couple of people who have made residencies elsewhere, my grandmaster being one. However, those are for other reasons.
You see.
While they get breakfast and stuff, I'll see if I can track down if the innkeeper, that same innkeeper, barkeep is around.
It is not. It is a different one this morning.
Okay.
This one seems to be a lot younger, and is female, whereas that one was older and male. And she kind of comes on. What can I get for you? You want breakfast, drink? We are serving alcohol this morning. If you want some of that.
I'll just take the breakfast.
Good. We got some bacon and eggs. We'll get that right up for you.
Perfect. Sev, I'm not seeing the the barkeep from last night, unfortunately.
No, I don't either. You said it was a person, Selaus?
I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to the religious ascended ones, and that might be a better question for Aster.
Laos is a new god, so to speak, Sev. Why are you looking for the gnome barkeep? He mentioned Salaus to me too.
Clay thought I'm interested in this watch, but it's nothing to pursue at the moment. Clay had thought that this person may know how to work with gears and mechanical things.
Oh, well, we could certainly ask. I mean, we can ask this woman too. I assume they did not do it themselves. It sounded like they paid someone to install the mechanics in the bathroom doors. So they may know a shop where we could go to get it looked at.
That's true. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Would you know a small, if there's a small shop or anywhere that works on like mechanical items such as this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a Fruk here in this town. He doesn't really run a shop, but he's a hobbyist. He fixes little things up like that. He's actually the one who installed the bathing system. Really good with those kinds of things.
Where could we find him?
Well, he's over in the Crown District. He's in the large house. It's painted blue. You can't really miss it.
We don't necessarily, I'll go back to them. We don't necessarily have to do that. That's just something that I was interested in. But
Well, if you want to, Sev, I mean, we are in no hurry. It's nicer to be in town than on the road, so I am in no hurry to get back out there again. We could go to that bakery that we went to with Eon. We could take the ambassador there.
Do you like pastries?
Oh, don't tell me. They don't have pastries on the ROM.
We do not have pastries on the ROM because we do not have, I believe, the weed is wheat flour. We do not have these things on the ROM. We have had the flour imported in, but we do not grow it ourselves, so we mainly focus on bread. I've had a few of these sweet ones in my time at the castle, and I enjoy them a lot. Well, I would be keen on getting more.
Okay.
Maybe we can stop by this blue person's house and drop off the watch and go look at some pastries.
That sounds like fun. Oh, and you will see the tower today, the ambassador, even though it is cloudy.
Oh, good. Certainly you aren't on a secret mission to escort me there.
What?
Are you on a secret mission to escort me there and then leave me there? Imprisoned in the tower?
Why would you think that?
I do not know. It's just a thought that crossed my mind. And perhaps you seem like you want to spend a lot of time in this town. The town is next to the tower. Just a thought. But if that is not the way, then
I just want pastries. But if you are going to be so suspicious, you can just go sit in the cart. I don't care.
You are a very brash woman.
Yes, I have been told.
No, I want the pastries, so...
They also have wonderful pineapple cake I can recommend personally.
You've eaten the pineapple cake? What is a pineapple?
You'll just have to see for yourself, I suppose.
Very well. Whenever you are ready, we can finish eating and head over to this random man's house and then to the pastries.
I'll finish up.
The meal will cost you. So I was looking into this. This Claire seemed to not really agree with me. It will cost you 7 silver pieces for the meal. This is a comfortable inn, which technically, per rules, would cost you 2 gold pieces.
Oh.
One.
Okay.
But it is expensive lunch.
Okay.
Yeah, I pay for breakfast.
You pay for the whole breakfast. All right. 7 times 4.
I didn't eat breakfast.
Oh, you didn't eat breakfast, right? 7 times 3. So 2 gold pieces and 1 silver piece. Okay. You guys head over to the Crown District looking for a blue house. A large blue house.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Roll me an investigation check. Everybody, as you search for this house.
Here we go. 15.
I also rolled 15.
15.
19.
19. All right. Between all of you, you're able to find it. The ambassador is just kind of looking around, not particularly helping you look for this house. But you do find a big blue house. Kind of red shutters on the outside. A nice 4-foot wooden fence that kind of outlines it. There's a metal gate. But the gate is open. Very inviting. There's a stone path that leads up to the porch and kind of a brown front door.
Just knock on the door.
Yeah.
Hello. This large, half-orcish man. Big, burly hands. Got this beard. He's older, and you can see he's got these like kind of glasses that sit halfway down his nose. What can I do for you?
Hi, are you...
He's dressed very finely, too, by the way. Right.
Would you happen to be Blue?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Tyler?
You said his name was Bluke, right?
No. Furk.
Oh, okay.
F-R-U-R-A-K. Furk.
Just make a hacking noise.
Furk. With a hard K at the end.
Would you happen to be Mr. Fook?
Yes, but you may just call me Bear. I realize my name is a little difficult.
Bear. Nice to meet you, Mr. Bear. So, you have come recommended by the barkeep over at Nick Snare for your mechanical skills.
Oh, well, I'm a hobbyist, you see. But yes, I installed a few of those systems. The blessings of Shalaus has really guided me down the path of creation. Are you also a hobbyist builder yourself?
I'm interested in these in mechanical things of that nature, but I was wondering if you would be able to help me with my small watch here. It doesn't seem to be functioning, and I don't know if you work on things like this.
Oh, I can absolutely take a look. Come in. He ushers you into his house, and it is very fine. There's a staircase that goes up to the second floor. There's a sitting room to your right. You can definitely see a dining room over to your left with nice mahogany table and chairs, with like these red velvet cushions on them. There's a large painting of kind of a riverway bank, with individuals kind of picnicking on it. There's some games going on in the background. It seems to depict an autumn day. Inside the sitting room, he kind of ushers you. You pass. You do see a large mirror over a fireplace. There's kind of this plush white velvet couch and 2 chairs opposite it. There's a lot of plant life in here. But he does usher you down the hallway, past the staircase, and into a side room, entering into a large office with kind of wood-lined walls all the way around the edges. There are bookshelves, kind of full up with various texts, large tomes of books. You do see on his desk is a slew of different mechanical pieces. You see gears, tools, kind of grinders, winders, springs, and pins. And he's like, I'd love to take a look at it. Here, come here. And he grabs a small wedge, and you see he opens up, and the gears just kind of fall out of the pocket watch entirely. He's like, oh, well, that is unfortunate. I can definitely get this working. I'm sorry, you would also see a tapestry of a gear hanging on the wall of this inn. Not this inn, of this office. I can definitely get this working. It will take me a day or two. It needs a full rebuild, you see. Silos has not guided me much on inner workings of pocket watches, but it would be a challenge I would rise to meet.
I don't know that we'll be in town that long.
We won't be. The ambassador's just kind of looking through the books.
Right. But if this is something that you want to work on for your own experience, I mean, you can have it. You seem like you'd like to use it and figure it out.
You would just give this to me. Oh, a trade here. And you see he goes over to his bookshelf, and he opens a drawer on the bottom of it. And these are kind of half bookshelves. The two at the ends are, and the two middle ones are from floor to ceiling. Whereas these ones seem to have some cabinetry and some drawer systems in it. He opens it. This one. And he pulls out this silver stop pocket watch that has some sort of implementation on it. Also of a gear. Can't hear my fucking mouth. And he walks back over and he's like, I will give you this working one, and you will leave me the broken one.
Sure. Is this I see this symbol over here and kind of out and about. Is this
symbolism of the great Silas? Yes.
One of the new gods. Interesting. And you worship, or they give you the ability to work on things?
Gives me the divine inspiration. I wouldn't say I worship him, but I do not pray as one would pray to the six. However, I do ask for his guidance in my work, in my projects. I use his teachings to guide me.
Yeah, I would love to make this trade.
Call it a trade, then. Deal. Take care of this, and perhaps whenever I fix yours, if you're coming back through town, we can trade back.
I think that sounds like a good idea. Sorry, my dog Ella is dreaming.
Oh, is she? Well, if you have any other questions for me, I'm happy to entertain. I can have some coffee and some pastries brought out, though I don't know if my maid has made it the last stop yet this morning. Made it back, that is.
I think some of us are eager to be on our way. I look at the Drow ambassador. But thank you so much for your help.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's a pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
He escorts you back to the front door and opens it. So, hope to see you again soon.
Sev, I am so glad we got you a working pocket watch.
I know that worked out really well.
Yes, that was very kind of him.
Thanks for accompanying me. I know this wasn't one of our planned stops, but I'll enjoy this.
Of course. Why travel if you can't do what you want to do on the way? You know, there's no reason to stick to a hard and fast plan. Okay, pastries, and then we will get on the road before our ambassador here gets cranky.
I think you should remember that you are escorting a diplomat. Perhaps a bit more diplomacy, Miss Astor.
Perhaps a bit more diplomacy from you. You don't seem interested in doing any of it.
I am I was promised a prevent ruin as well as a trip to Sanctum. Those are the two things that I am interested in.
And we will get you those things.
We've added
But
pastries to the...
You have to put up with me in the meantime.
Pastries, then.
Pastries. We go to the last stop.
Okay.
Also, Clay is just getting such a kick out of the ambassador being the like catching all the master's ire instead of him. He's like, this is
some stores you guys do pass along the way to the last stop. The Golden Guild Trading Company, that general store that you've been in before. And Maddie's Medicinals. You remember these guys sell herbs, potions. They also sold the drugs to Eon that you guys picked up.
Yes.
No stops to either of them.
Can't afford those things right now. Ian's not with us to bankroll us.
That's a really good point. Yeah, that shit was expensive. I forgot about that.
Okay. You get to the last stop, and you see a heavily armored individual with a beard, and he has a small boy with him. They're kind of in the place before you, and Denethor, the golden dragonborn baker. Well, we have our bear claw, we have donuts, and we have some in Greenfield, and we have a lemon square. What would you like? The boy kind of points to a white and brown pastry. Oh yes, the Greenfield. Very good. And here you go. And anything for you, Sir Damien? None for me. Thank you, Denethor. Thank you.
Is this the boy in the like night that we saw?
This is a different kid.
Different kid? Okay.
This is a different kid making his last stop before the tower.
Oh. Okay.
You see they walk out. Oh, some return visitors. Hello again.
Hello
Tell me,
again.
how was the pineapple cake? Was it a hit?
It was a life-changing experience.
I'm so impressed that you remember selling us the pineapple cake.
I remember everything, dear. Lest I forget the purple tiefling, the metal man, and the brown man who came into my house not too long ago. Though I do not really remember this individual, I remember a smaller, more blonde boy.
Yes, we have swapped out our companion.
I would take a lemon square. Very good. And as Denethor is like pulling out a kind of one of the paper packages and grabbing his tongs to grab the lemon square, the ambassador kind of leans over to, I'm gonna say Sev, because you're the one who hasn't yelled at him at all yet. Kind of leans over to you and he's like, what is a lemon?
I I vaguely understand it to be a fruit. It has a citrusy aroma. It potentially would taste sour, not sour, but the only food I've ever eaten in my entire life is the pineapple cake, so I'm not really sure how to describe a lemon to you.
I see. Probably not the best person to ask. I apologize. Here you go. It'll be 2 copper. He just kind of looks over at Clay. And he takes the bite and he goes,
No lemons on the rum, huh?
no. And then he kind of pushes this over to Sev. I think you can have the rest of this one. I will have the cream filled, actually. Okay, yes. And Denethor goes back and grabs another piece of paper and his tongs again.
What is there's like a famous thing that they have here. Or like whatever the iconic thing is that we got last time. I thought there was.
Sweet buns.
Sweet buns. I will take a sweets bun, and Aster will also like open her purse. Like she'll just pay for everything altogether.
Okay. So the sweet bun will be, everything is 2 copper each.
Uh-huh.
So he pulls out the sweet bun, he hands that to you. He hands the ambassador the cream filled one. The ambassador bites into his. Oh, this is good. I will have 4 more of these for the road, please. And so total for the ambassador, it is going to be 1.2 gold pieces. So 1 gold and 2 silver. I'm sorry. No. That's not true. 1 silver and 2 copper. Apologies.
Okay.
This is only 2 copper pieces each. I got really confused.
We don't need an entire cake this time, but
Oh,
I'm
I don't
not
have
in
any
the
more
state of mind
pineapples.
to import it.
Anyway, they're very hard to get, you see. I have to import them all the way from Desalar. So. What you had was one of the rarest cakes I've probably ever made. Pineapples don't really keep this far, you see.
It was fully appreciated.
I'm so glad. Anytime all of my pastries are made, I'm happy. Would you like some tea for the road as well, or just the pastries?
Just the pastries is fine, thank you.
And what pastry would you like, sir? You have not ordered one yet.
Can I just get a butter croissant, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. And here you go.
Thank you.
And yeah, Aster will slide him the money.
Okay. So that'll be... So total, it's an additional 4 more copper pieces if you're paying for Clay stuff,
I was
too.
just going to pay for everyone because Clay paid for breakfast.
Right, so it is 1.6 copper pieces.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Silver pieces?
It's 16 copper pieces, 1 silver, 6 copper.
Okay. Well,
Good. Oh.
I was going to address the party, but we can say goodbye to Denethor first.
Goodbye. Stopping again soon.
Thank you.
See you next time.
As you guys leave, you see a boat kind of departing across the lake. A small little rowboat. Inside is a small boy and a heavily armored man.
It is called the last stop, Ambassador, because it is where they take the children. The last stop on their journey to the tower.
So they can be functioning participants in society.
Right.
They take them to a bakery before they take them to the tower.
Yes.
Why? It seems like an unnecessary stop.
It is a nice thing to do. Do you not have manners on the Rom either?
I think perhaps we should stop talking to each other for the day. I understand you are upset with me, but again, there is a set of decorum that I would expect.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you know exactly what I am talking about, Miss Astor.
Mhm.
You are not so much a fool as to not know.
Well, guess it's time to go get the horses. Actually, you've been doing a great job driving, so.
Thanks, Clay.
She's so salty all the time. Thanks, Clay.
Clay hasn't offered to drive. That was not in character. Clay hasn't offered to drive.
You guys will notice the ambassador is not showcasing his ability to keep the rain off you, so you are wet.
That makes sense.
Down.
I could ride your horse, Clay, if you'd rather.
I forgot you riding your horse. You're riding Brownie.
Yeah, he's been riding Brownie.
Yeah, I rode in the wagon yesterday, but yeah, Brownie was just on the back.
Okay.
Sev, I don't know. You are a little heavy. Brownie is not a very big horse.
Yeah, it would be better if Brownie made it all the way to our destination.
Always good to have a horse that's not hooked up to the cart, just in case.
Yeah. Well, hopefully another easy day like yesterday on the road.
Let's hope so. We got 5 days to East Cliff,
No.
7 days to East Cliff,
8.
8 days to East Cliff.
But in 3 days you'll arrive in Rotterdam again.
Oh
Mhm.
shit, that's right.
Yeah, so you only have 3 days, and then after that you'll remember Sev did say that he wants to go to where he woke up,
Right.
which is not far out of Rotterdam.
Okay.
You guys will get in your wagon and begin your journey north again. Continuing the rain. After a while, the ambassador, once you're clear of the city proper, will once again put up his force field over the entire cart for you, as well as dry you guys as he did the day prior.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador.
You're very welcome. Anything to make my associates more comfortable.
Once he cast the magic rain repellent thing, I want to get the map case out and look at the map.
Look at the map. It is a map of Therona. A full map. You guys now have. And it is fully labeled.
This is the waterlogged one we found?
No, that was a small, like 8x11. This is like a big, like 40-inch by 50-inch map of
Where
Therona.
did we get this map?
Clay found it in the tents.
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
Yep. So you guys now have a full map of Therona. I know you had it out of game, but now your characters actually have a map too, by which traveling will be slightly easier.
Cool.
I also found this in the tent, and I will produce the 2 vials of liquid. And I will ask her, do you think you can use your book to figure out what these are?
Sure. She'll take them, crack open the book, give Severines. I will cast Identify on the potions.
They are not magical, so you cannot ascertain any anything about them.
Ooh.
Well, they're not magical. She'll crack one open and sniff it.
Yeah, it smells kind of foul. Kind of medicinal in nature.
So, like poison, maybe?
Maybe.
Because if they were healing potions, they would register as magical, right?
I mean, not necessarily healing potions. Yes, they would register as magical because they are like magical in essence, but yeah, not necessarily poison either, though.
Sure. Well, I have no idea. They aren't magical, so my book cannot tell me anything. Clay, you should try one and find out.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
60 miles to Rotterdam. At a comfortable 8 miles a day. Takes you 7.5 days to reach Rotterdam.
Correct.
But I said
way.
3 days, and
7 days to reach Rotterdam?
I don't know, man. I just did it. I just did the
It
math.
was only
8
5.
miles. It's only 8. You can walk 8 miles in a day.
Yeah.
You're right. I think we pushed it up
Because of the cart and horse.
because I was like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. I'm gonna say you can go 20 miles in a day. It makes no sense to only go 8 miles. You're right. I'm sorry.
You're good. Travel is confusing.
Yeah, we'll say. I need to put this in our little travel notes because rules is written traveling like 8 miles a day. Like you go like a mile an hour, 8 miles a day is like your normal comfortable pace. You can go 6 miles at a slower pace and be like more stealthy, or you can go 12 miles at a faster pace. However, I think that's dumb. So we'll do 20 miles as our normal pace on horse and wagon. Walking, that's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do like 30 as our push pace. And 20. All right, and then we'll do 10 as our slow pace. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Massaging a little bit as we go here. So we'll figure it out.
Is the ambassador already in his little trance thing?
He is.
I'm not gonna bother him.
Aster will sort of notice that and test it. She's not going to touch him, but she's going to be like, hey, ambassador. Oh, he's
There's no
gone.
response. Yeah.
Well, good. Clay, I thought we could start, that thing we agreed to do back in the city?
Knife training?
No, where you tell me all your secrets about the mage hunters.
Oh yeah, I started yesterday.
That's true. You did. So I was wondering, why are they called the Sightless Seekers? Do you guys train with blindfolds or something?
Josh, help me out here. I don't know.
Maybe
What's
they don't
the
want to be
inspiration behind the name? I think we just came up with it because alliteration is fun. But
Alliteration is fun. However, there is a reason you're called the Sightless Seekers. It has to. Let me put it this way. In terms of like the specific reason that you're not like, you couldn't name it off the top of your head. It wasn't drilled into your mind, especially as they were named, hundreds of years ago. However, you do know that it has something to do with the reasoning or like the method of finding mages. Specifically, like you were able to just identify them, find them. You seek them without knowing who they are. You know exactly where to go. You are sightless in your search. However, you know where to seek.
Okay. I'll explain it in Clay terms then, because that's a little fancy for him. So Silas Seekers. No, we don't train with blindfolds. That's ridiculous. Come on.
It's no more ridiculous than magical matches.
You have definitely done training with a blindfold on, though. I mean, 100%. You've done combat training with a blindfold.
Or that, probably throwing cold buckets of water at us.
I'll make you hold a hot cup of tea. Yeah.
Okay, maybe we did train a couple times with blindfold, but it's more like the idea of being able to figure out where the mages are, even though just looking at someone, maybe you can't tell. Sniffing them out, figuring out where they're hiding.
Okay, sure. So you mostly do not hunt by sight. You're hunting other ways.
Right.
How does that work exactly? I mean, you are hunting a mage. What is the first thing you do? How do you sniff them out?
Well, sometimes you are told where to go, but other times you just follow a hunch. Maybe something doesn't feel right, but when you're getting closer, we have a potion is the wrong word, but it's a concoction that helps us see magic.
Really?
Yes.
That is interesting. Do you have it on you now?
Yeah.
How long does it last?
It's more of like it's very strong at first, but it fades. But what is it, Josh? An hour?
Full effect's about an hour, yeah.
Like an hour.
And when you see magic, what does it look like?
It's like a trail in the air. If a scent were visible behind someone, showing where they've been.
Oh, so it leaves like a trail. So what I'm hearing is the sightless seekers do in fact use sight to hunt.
Sometimes.
Interesting. Well,
it's not something that we don't use it very often, or I don't use it very often because it has some pretty bad side effects.
The sightless is more meant to be like they identify. Sorry.
Yes.
The identification.
No, you go ahead, because
it's not necessarily like we're hunting without seeing.
Short.
Yeah, okay.
She knows.
I just want to make sure that I was very clear when I spoke earlier.
Oh, what are the side effects?
It's pretty addictive.
Oh.
It fries your brain too. Yeah, it's pretty strong stuff.
Great. And you've been using it?
I mean, not all the time, just sometimes.
Okay. Let us know if you develop an addiction, I guess.
It'll be obvious. I'll start wasting away.
Great. Love to hear it.
Yeah, I try not to resort to using that though. I just like the traditional methods.
Okay. So how does you say sometimes you're told where to go or where to look. Mm-hmm. How does your organization know where the mages are? I assume they have some magical method of finding us, not just looking for people doing illegal magic.
I mean, there's always clues, hints that things don't add up. Usually you can figure it out, but
I will remind you.
Yeah. I know.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah. I'm assuming that it's, there's, like, you are an acquisitionist. You're out looking for stuff. I think there are part of the organization is people out scouring, looking for clues, and maybe not actively trying to bring people in.
Yes, I mean it makes sense to have scouts. Oh, look at Chauncey. Oh. Yes, I mean we do have scouts, but there is no magical method of sussing out mages.
Well, that's what the potion is for.
Mm-hmm. Clay, I know there is something you're not telling me. You agreed to tell me things. Eon told me that there is some magical way of scrying on mages or discovering them via magical means from the headquarters, not just your potion. What is it?
There's something that is keeping me from expanding on this point. Even if I wanted to tell you, I couldn't. And if you want Sev to verify that, he can.
Is it the sort of thing where they took a drop of your blood and put it in the vial and cursed you?
I'm going to say this. As part of that ritual, Jacob,
I feel like I'm already pushing it.
Claire, I'm
Yeah?
going to let you walk that one back because part of that curse is that you can't talk
Can't
about
talk
like the
about
curse.
the
Yeah.
curse at all. Okay.
Yeah. Specifically, like that's one of the ways it keeps it secret. It's like you can't talk about like how that information is kept.
And it's like it's not like a if you say it you're punished. It's like you can't say it at all. Like your
You
mouth.
can't say it at all. It's like
Yeah, so
the
she would've
moment you
started-
like you can think about like the process of saying it, but like it will not come out of your mouth.
She would have like started to say it and then gone like, "Oh,
Yeah. It's like a choking noise, like your throat like closes and refuses to process the sound.
Yeah, just like that, actually.
yes, I know what you mean."
They do that at the conservatory. That's pretty interesting.
Not the conservatory. But I might have a way around it. Not mine, I mean yours.
Okay.
But I will have to cast magic on you.
Do we want to right now in the middle of the road? I don't know.
We can do it later.
I mean, you guys are in the middle of an empty road. No travelers anywhere. Just the rain pattering down around you.
If I die a horrible, agonizing death, I want you to know that I will haunt you.
I'm not going to kill you.
Well, I didn't say you would, but I don't know what will happen.
Oh. Well, if this method is detectable, well, then we are both in trouble. But
I worry about tampering.
I am not going to tamper with your condition, as it were. I am just going to peek around it.
I don't know what that entails.
Okay. I can show you.
Hold on.
Ugh, Josh, killing the momentum.
I think I know what you're gonna do. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, continue. Sorry, Chauncey wanted out.
Okay. I'll pull out my book and I will cast Detect Thoughts.
You do not detect. Sorry, fuck. You do not detect any thoughts from the Drow ambassador.
Makes sense.
Sev, what are you thinking of? Off the top of your head.
Top of my head,
Just your surface level thoughts. Listening to this conversation.
yeah, just wondering, like, what's the like with this or like how big is this organization? Like, what's their what? Just thinking, like, what is Clay not saying? What it can't he say? He's just wondering the same thing that Aster's asking out loud.
Gotcha. And Clay, what are your surface thoughts? Surface. So without the curse, like the curse is still in effect for these thoughts.
Mm-hmm. So I can't picture it. I can't even. Has it been wiped from my memory, basically?
It hasn't been wiped from your memory. No, I just mean like to get that information, Aster would have to dive deeper. Just your overall surface thoughts right now.
His surface thoughts are probably like, fuck it. Everything's gonna go to shit one way or another anyway, so who cares?
Okay. Aster, you hear this resolution in your mind as you read Clay's thoughts.
It's kind of general too. It's not just like this specifically. It's kind of just like a greater, like everything's probably gonna be fucked. So
navigating in his like mental fortress, almost as if you're walking through a castle. You see a door with a lock on it.
Okay. Yeah, she's going for the door. She's pushing deeper into Clay's mind. And she's never done this before, so it's kind of experimental.
She has not.
Oh, God.
Clay, Aster, and you both to roll intelligence saving throws.
Ooh. Yikes.
No.
15.
15.
You both will take 18 points of psychic damage.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Ouch.
I feel like blood.
It was a sharp, intense stabbing pain in the front of your heads.
I feel like we both get like nosebleeds too,
Yeah,
right?
like eyes bleeding.
Not your eyes bleeding, but you definitely got blood coming out of your noses.
I mean, dude, that's like half my hit point. That's
yeah.
Yeah, it hurt a lot. Yeah.
Ow.
Your detect thoughts spell is also dispelled.
Yeah, I bet.
Clay probably just leans over the side of the wagon and just vomits from the pain too.
Oh.
And we are gonna end there.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Jesus.
Oh no. That was so bad.
I think I have a way around this curse that prevents you from knowing things.
Eon did it. I should be able to do everything Eon does.
Eon could probably get into that castle with like a buzzsaw and just like
Again, Eon is special and he's very powerful.
I mean, I knew that wasn't going to go well, but kind of just going to let her go ahead and figure that one out for herself.
Guys, it's 4d10 worth of damage. That could have been a lot worse.
Oh,
Shit.
that could have knocked us out.
Yeah, it's as if it's supposed to like really hurt somebody who's trying to read a seeker's mind, you know.
Oh, hello, Chauncey. Did Dad kick you out?
I didn't kick him out. He went to the door. He didn't want me. He doesn't like me. That was great, guys. That was a good role play session for sure.
Good job, guys.
Just so I can prepare more, Clay, let's have you roll a d20 for an encounter today.
14.
14. You will have an encounter today. The counter resets on long rests, so we're back up. You had to roll lower than a 15.
Damn. Well, I'm at half hit points.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough encounter.
God damn it.
Oh my god. That's awesome. Oh.
And also remember that you only recover half of your spent hit dice on that long rest, too.
Yeah, I think D&D Beyond fucked that up.
Yeah, so
I didn't
think...
end up spending any, so I have all of mine.
No, that's right. You didn't really take any hits.
So
keep that in mind.
2 of them on
I
the
did
long
take
rest,
a big hit, but I didn't.
You only get one back. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm down. I have 3 of my 4 then.
Yeah, it's that way. It becomes really one. It emphasizes maybe taking multiple long rests in a town, like spending a couple days between travel sessions, and I really like it that it like is really gonna drain your guys' resources not to be long resting every single night. I think that's gonna make travel a little bit more interesting in terms of the possible encounters. Like if you get to like day 4 and you've had 2 encounters, the chance of the encounter is pretty low at that point. You know, we're talking about you have to roll like a 1. However, you really don't want to roll that 1 because that could be dangerous. So I like the system. I think it's gonna be good.
That was sick.
That was good.
Yeah.
I know we ended up playing like 15 minutes longer than I originally thought we would, but you guys just kept going with your role play. I was like, I'm not going to interrupt this.
Once I had started down the Clay, tell me your secrets path, I really wanted to get to the let me read your mind.
Let me read your mind.
First and last time that happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
After
now Clay is never going to let Aster do that.
Just absolutely reinforces his worldview. Holy shit, Claire, you went from 27 to 9 hit points.
I know. I'm just
that hurt. That really hurt.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to really remember and play that up. Like you guys are in like immense pain. Like your heads are like throbbing after that.
Aster probably like blacks out for a hot second.
Yeah. For definitely for like a minute, like just everything goes white.
Oh God!
Wow, what a disaster!
Good thing we were healed at the town. Just
Aster tries it, and they both just pass out.
Shooting ourselves in the foot so hard.
And just Kakatra just wakes up. What the fuck happened?
Like you're the best they could send me with.
Both of 2 out of the 3 people just get aneurysms.
Yeah, Jesus. Next weekend afternoon, right? That's what we settled on.
Yeah.
We have to play in the afternoon next weekend. Yeah, if possible.
I think it should work.
Claire and I will be up late Saturday night, like very late.
Yeah, that's. I told them that while you're getting coffee or something.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm good anytime. I just gotta double check with Hannah, but I'm pretty sure we got nothing next weekend. So anytime Sunday afternoon should work.
Yeah, anytime works for me too.
I'll keep you guys posted. I think that should work for me. Just got to figure out the time.
Yeah, if we need to push to the 5th, that'll work. I don't want to do that because then we're also Claire and I are out the 12th too then.
Mm-hmm.
But at that point we could look at someday during the week too, since Claire's play is over.
Yep.
But
shit,
guys. Whew.
Awesome.
That was good.
What a way to finish. That was fantastic.
That was good. That was a good session. Whew. You love it.
All right.
I gotta do a big come down before this play. It's the emotional roller coaster that is this play Claire is in.
All right, you guys.
Love you all. Have a good Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.